Hello, hello, welcome to Heal and Ascend Tarot. I hope everyone's doing well. So today is going to be a mini checkup reading for the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. So we're going to take a look and see this side over here is how the Divine Masculine is feeling towards the Feminine, how the Feminine is feeling towards the Masculine, their connective energy, and this is going to be the overall energy for this reading today. I'm not doing any reversals. I've already pre-selected the cards. These have not been turned over yet, so I have no idea what's under here, but I've just made the decision to not do any reversals today. For whatever reason, I'm just not feeling reversals. You guys know me, I always do reversals, but I'm not feeling it today. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the masculine, the feminine, the connecting energy, but we're going to start off with the overall energy and the overall theme. So this is not how I normally do my reading, so if you book a personalized reading with me, it's usually a lot more in-depth, and I don't do a system like this. The cards are selected as we go, but I just wanted to take the time to do a short little reading today just to kind of check up on the energy. It's not going to be as in-depth as my normal readings, but without further ado, let's just jump into it, okay? So let's start off and see how is the Divine Masculine currently feeling towards the Feminine at this time, okay? So we're going to start with the Twin Flame Oracle. We have nostalgia. I just realized, guys, what I'm going to do is I'll probably actually go back and forth. I'll probably go back and forth. So the masculine, we have nostalgia. For the feminine, we have the dark night of the soul, how she's feeling towards the masculine. And the overall energy, wow, is temperance. So things are really coming into balance here. We have the angel of peace. So this is actually quite nice. I feel here that it's looking like the dynamic between the divine feminine and the divine masculine is definitely finding its balance. Temperance is about balancing out yourself emotionally, right? It's about finding that peace, finding that serenity. So the masculine right now is definitely missing the feminine or feeling a sense of nostalgia. And the feminine is looking like she's going through a bit of a darker period with the dark night of the soul energy here. Okay, so let's take a look how the masculine is feeling. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the masculine is feeling some anxiety about a choice he has to make here at the Two of Wands. And I feel with the Wheel of Fortune, he could be feeling some sort of pressure, like it's time to make a decision here. Because the Wheel of Fortune is definitely an indication of timing, cycles, and you know, just intuitively the masculine could be picking up on the fact that, you know, if things are going to come into balance, that there could be a time frame where he has to sort of make a decision. I'm definitely seeing a sense of the masculine feeling like a pressure, and especially with the Nine of Swords and anxiety in terms of having to make this choice. So for you guys, this could be a choice between you and someone else. This could be a choice to either pursue the connection or not pursue the connection. It's going to be different for all of you, but this is that standstill where the masculine has been at for quite some time. And like I said, I feel like the circumstances are going to be different for every single one of you. But the masculine definitely has to make a choice here. And he's feeling the time, like he's feeling like the clock is definitely ticking here in terms of making a decision. Now, as we know, from a spiritual perspective and on a soul level, there's really no pressure. There's no timing. Everything is supposed to happen when it's meant to happen. You know, when you come to the place of just complete love and fulfillment, there is no pressure of time. Like, things happen when they happen. But in terms of how the masculine is feeling in the physical world, he is feeling that pressure for time. Okay? So how the feminine is feeling towards the masculine. So we already have the dark night of the soul. So she could be going through a bit of a darker period of time. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have strength. And we have the Eight of Wands. So it's looking like the feminine wants to communicate here. I'm just going to move these over a bit. The feminine's wanting to communicate, but I feel like she's holding herself back with the Strength card. Could possibly be that there's some third-party situations with the Three of Pentacles, or this could also indicate that the feminine is wanting to work together with the masculine, is wanting to collaborate, work on something. But with the Strength card, I'm definitely getting an energy of the feminine could be holding herself back, and it could be because she's going through this dark night of the soul. So if you feminines are feeling like you're going through a lot right now emotionally, if you feel a sense of like you're going through like a sense of deep despair, like the dark night of the soul is definitely a tough energy to work through, but it can be, you can pull yourself out of the dark night of the soul. It just means that your ego is dying. So that's all this is. So if you're going through a dark night, it just means that your ego is dying and you will work through this energy. But I do see that the feminines are wanting to communicate with the masculines, but again, they could be holding themselves back. So on that note, obviously the masculines are missing the feminine. The feminine seem to want to communicate. Let's take a look at what their messages are for each other. So the divine masculine, what he wants to tell the divine feminine. I feel badly for the way I treated you. You didn't deserve that. Okay? So the masculine is regretting the way he treated the feminine, maybe realizing that he wasn't fair to the feminine. Maybe he, whatever it is, like I said, it's going to be different for all of you. Some of you, it could be that there was third-party situations and he hurt the feminine through third parties. Whatever it is for you guys, you will know, but he's feeling badly. He is missing you. This is starting to give him anxiety, sleepless nights. Okay? So how the feminine is feeling towards the masculine. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not easy to deal with. Okay? So there's definitely a lot of mirroring going on where the feminines are looking at the masculines and are maybe angry or upset at the masculines, but realizing that if they're angry and upset at the masculines is because they're feeling that way about themselves. Because again, your twin is a mirror, right? So I'm definitely seeing an energy here where the masculines are starting to come into a realization of maybe the things that they've done wrong. The feminines are realizing that the masculines are only mirroring what they don't like about themselves inside, okay? And this is why the overall energy is temperance. This is really a time where this is a card of patience as well, but this is a time where there's a lot of healing going on, a lot of deep healing, a lot of balancing out and finding peace here, okay? So the connecting energy, we have Judgment, wow. The Emperor and the Two of Swords, okay? So I'm definitely seeing here with the Judgment card coming through as connective energy, this is about reconciling. This is about second chances, wanting to come together and start again. But we also have the Emperor, and this is next to the Strength card as well. So I'm definitely seeing here that there's a controlled energy. So the masculine and the feminine could be wanting to remain in control, wanting to remain in their own power. And that's why we have this standstill, okay? So we have the Two of Swords. So I'm kind of getting here that the feminine and the masculine are really trying to stand in their own power, but it could be coming at a cost of the connection. It could be a bit of an ego battle between the two of them at this point in time. So even though the desire is there to reconcile, the masculine seems to be in his energy of, I've made my decision, the feminine's in her energy of, I'd made my decision. And so there is this Two of Swords energy. Where are they going to go? Okay, and I feel here that this is really a time where the divine feminine and the divine masculine are coming into balance, because again, like when the feminine and the masculine step into their power, it definitely creates this tempering of the connection. However, I feel like this power could be a little bit on the air of ego. There could be a lot of ego in this connection, but I do see that the two of them are wanting to reconcile. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a few cards to see what is the future outcome. So if this resonates with you, remember this is just a mini checkup, so if you wanted to book a personalized reading, my information is down below. So what do we see for the future outcome? Okay, so we have the Three of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the World. Okay. Okay, so the Three of Wands is definitely a waiting energy. It's an expectation. It's an energy of also staying in your comfort zone, okay? But we do have the Six of Pentacles, so this is a compromising energy, a giving energy. So I feel here that it could go either way for the general collective. Like for some of you, you are going to compromise with your masculine. Okay, but for some of you, I feel like either a masculine or a feminine will be staying in their comfort zone and it'll still be a waiting energy. But like I said, for some of you, there will be a give and take. There will be an equal share here. And then with the World, I definitely see here that either way, a cycle will be coming to a close for the feminine and the masculine. So it is going to be an important cycle that they do need to close out, because I feel like whatever this cycle is that they are putting to rest or closing out, is to restore the peace, is to restore the balance within this connection, because if the connection has not been balanced, I feel like whatever is happening here with this energy, this is really creating a sense of balance and closure that the feminine and the masculine need to move forward, okay? So I hope that this reading was helpful. Again, if you want to book a personal, all of my information is down below. All right, so I'm sending you love and light, and I wish you all of the best on your journeys. Take care.